Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be sewing Capri pants. I think Y2K is the last time Capris were really in style. Over the last year or so, I have been seeing Capris come back in style. Generally, Capris in Y2K were low-waisted and were baggy, tight and everything in between. Today I'm seeing Capris come in at different heights of the waist. My Capri's pattern is going to be low-waisted with a little slack in the fit. It will have a fitted look through the waist and upper leg and has a boot leg opening. I made two versions of these Capris, the one you see here in white and this one which is the one I will be making in the video today. I will be using a woven cotton fabrics in beige. I think these pants are comfortable to wear and can be fitted nicely with a cute tank top. For our materials, we will need our main fabrics. Here I am using a beige brown color. Here is my interfacing. I will add interfacing to the waistband in order to make it thicker. Here are the buttons that I will be adding to the belt loops and pant opening. And we can't forget about the hook and the bar crosser for the pants opening. Here's my conventional zipper. I will need a 6-inch zipper to make these capris. And this is the pattern that you can get in my shop. I'll link it in the video description. Okay, let's start papping our pieces. Iron in the facing pieces onto the wrong sides of the waistband pieces, the flap pocket, and the file extension piece. Before you start sewing, I recommend you guys to make a mock-up of the capris with a cheap fabric so that you guys can see the fit of the pants. There's more variation in a body shape when it's come to the legs and hips. So making a mock-up will help you tailor your dimensions. I usually use muslin fabrics for my mock-ups. Overlock the sides and the bottom edges of the front and the back leg pieces. Overlock the edge of the file extension piece. Fold over and overlock stitch the file shield piece. Let's prepare the belt loops. With the right sides of the fabrics facing each other, stitch the belt loops together. After stitching, flip the piece inside out and stitch the belt loop again half a centimeter from the edge to lock the pieces. Do this for the 5 belt loops that we need. Now we're gonna work on the pocket flap. With the right sides of the pocket flap pieces facing each other, stitch around the pocket. Stitch as close as possible to the interfacing that we attached to the piece. Afterwards, flip the pocket flap inside out and iron the pocket flap. Stitch the sides and the bottom edges of the pocket flap once more to lock them in place. Finally, overlock stitch the top sides of the pocket flap. Align the waistband pieces and stitch the sides together. For the next step, I will fold the bottom seam of the waistband in and iron the fold. This will help you attach the waistband to the pants later. Stitch the belt loops onto the waistband. Stitch only the top sides of the belt loop on right now, and later we will attach the bottom sides of the belt loop with the bun. And then I will stitch the waistband together. Afterwards, I'm going to understitch the waistband. Alright, that looked clean. I like how it turned out. It's a good idea to iron the waistband after to make it easier to attach to the pants. On the top sides of the back legs piece, mark, fold, and stitch the pattern dart. Afterwards, iron it over. Now, I will attach the pocket flaps onto the back pieces. I will use the pattern to mark the pocket flap location. With the pocket flap open, stitch the pocket flap onto the back leg piece. Stitch as close as possible to the overlock edge of the pocket flap. Afterwards, fold the pocket flap down and stitch on top of the pocket flap to lock it in place. Stitch along the inner leg seam to connect the front and the back leg pieces. I recommend you to iron the seams out fast. Also, for the bottom of the pants inward where we will hem the pants and iron the fold. This will help us hand stitch the hem later. Next, with the right sides of the 5 extensions and front legs pieces facing each other, align and stitch the pieces together. And top stitch it. Next, let's stitch the cloths together. With the right sides of the main fabric facing each other, stitch the legs together at the crotch. Leave the 5 extensions open for the zipper later. I recommend stitching the cloth seam and the bottom of the 5 several times in order to make them stronger. These points are stress areas that are prone to ripping. Now I'll be working on the zipper. Everyone has their own way of sewing zipper on. If you have your own way of sewing zippers, feel free to do it your way. I'm going to show you how I usually sew on my zippers. Stitch half of the zipper to the 5 extension piece. Here, the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the 5 extension piece. Stitch the other side of the zipper to the right side seam of the front leg piece. And then top stitch hugging the zipper teeth. I'm going to hand stitch the zipper closed to lock the opening in place so I can sew the 5 front. Paste the 5 front pattern piece on the pants. Stitch around the edge of the paper to lock the 5 extension and the zipper in place. You can also mark the pattern piece on the fabric if that is easier for you. Now I'm going to take out the thread from the hand stitching. Align and stitch the 5 shelled piece onto the pants as I'm doing here. On the bottom curved corner of the 5 shell piece, double stitch in order to lock the 5 shell piece to the 5 extension piece. Stitch the bottom of the 5 area lens facet. This area gets pulled a lot, and this stitching will help prevent the 5 from leaping. With the right sides of the pants facing each other, stitch the length of the pant cloth. Next, cut off any extra zipper. Now let's work on the waistband. First, pin the waistband onto the pants. Now stitch the waistband onto the pants. Next, I'm going to close the waistband at the center front. Fold in the waistband like I'm doing in the video and make a corner stitch on the side of the waistband. And here make a straight stitch across the waistband. Now let's stitch the other side of the waistband. We will just make a straight stitch across the waistband here. And this is how it should look. Piece stitch the waistband by hand so that you lock it in place for stitching later by machine. The inner side of the waistband should be slightly longer than the outward facing side by about 1 to 2 mm. Now I will stitch the waistband by machine and afterward take out the piece stitching. You should be stitching the pants piece just below the outer waistband seam. And since the waistband is slightly longer on the inner side, the stitching should catch the inner side of the waistband to lock the pieces in place. Next, hand stitch the hook and the bar crochet onto the waistband. Okay, the bulk of the work is pretty much done. Let's do the finishing touches on these capris. Hand stitch the button onto the belt loops. Now I'm going to hem the pants. I'm going to hem the pants using a visible cast stitch hem. Feel free to hem the pants however you like. Now it's time to paste the pen buttons. Mark the pavement of the buttonhole and jigger button with a fabric pen. Stitch a buttonhole into the waistband using your sewing machine and hand stitch the jigger button on the inside of the waistband. Alright, and we are done. Let's check out our new capris. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have made it this far, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more sewing tutorials. I'm planning to release a really cute top this summer, so stay tuned to my channel. See you guys in the next one.